If you're looking to get into radio control airplanes and you want to learn aerobatics and you have a small area to fly in, this is the perfect airplane. Hi, I'm Basil, this is Will, and this is the Yak 55 by DW Hobby. It's made of EPP Foam, which is really flexible, and the video you're about to see is us at the field, a straight, non-cut, non-edited video.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then at the very end, we did a post-flight summary. Will and Justin go over everything from the aileron size to the battery to everything
To the different prop we used.
Yes. Special guest who flew it today was Justin Owen. He flies, actually he's been flying all the airplanes since we opened up. He flew the very first Sukhoi, all the Dyno airplanes, so he's been around forever. If you don't know what Grayson Hobby is, we're a hobby shop located in Loganville, Georgia. Come check us out. Or if you're not in Georgia, buy it online at graysonhobby.com. All the information will be in the description below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like the video, be sure to give 2 thumbs up. Hey, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and like it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we got lots of cool videos like this. Take 2.
Is this talking and flying or just flying?
Yeah, whatever we want to do.
Okay.
Hey, even the radio's getting in on it.
I'm just watching.
Y'all ever want to know which way the wind's blowing? There it is.
What do you think? What kind of wind do you think we got right now?
Oh,
10?
10 mile an hour.
yeah. I was gonna say 5. We gust to 10.
Oh yeah. There is a steady gust.
Just checking. Did you hit the like button yet? Damn.
Come on. Just don't want to stay. There it is.
That is so cool, man.
So I'm assuming this has plenty of aileron, elevator, and rudder authority.
Oh yes. And power.
Now with the rates that I put on this radio, are you maxing the stick a lot, or you got plenty of extra?
Well, I am because of the wind.
Okay.
The wind is kind of trying to blow me in one direction. My thumbs are disagreeing, so
Okay.
we're just kind of at an injunction there. But yes, because of the wind, like that's full up elevator, and again the wind is not playing very nice. But like right now, flying upside down, that's very light stick movements, very light stick effort. So
Yeah. How is it tracking in like forward flight and all that? Is it climbing, descending? Or you just feel it? I mean, obviously, trims in play on that, but as far as does it track well, or does it seem like the tail pull?
So
there's some planes like the tail always digs in the corner kind of thing.
yeah, that's hands off right there. That again, that's going into the wind. It's trying to drop a little. You know, it's not bad, not majorly.
And this is actually the heavy. This is a 1303 cell on this, so this is actually, I believe, the heavier side of the recommended batteries for this one. But it seemed to fit pretty well, so we decided to put it in. And I had 4 charged.
I was actually saying just before we started recording, this is probably one of my favorites because of how snappy it is, and the roll rate is just really awesome. And I like this one a lot.
This is one for experienced 3D flyer.
Yeah.
You could fly in a small area. You could probably front yard fly this thing if you got a decent sized yard.
Oh yeah, I'm being very dramatic by flying it way on out there. It's, you know, you don't need that much space. I'm just being kind of dramatic about it.
let's do like the end of this runway here on this left side, and this line over here about 20, 30 feet left. See if you can keep it in a small box and see what you can do, like in the runway area. See what this thing's capable of in a small area. Let's just imagine there's a neighbor's car right there you just hit next to it.
It's a good thing for insurance, huh?
Yeah. AMA what? Yeah, so this thing will fly in a small area. It's one of those things you could, worst case scenario, you just hand launch, you just hold it, literally hold it in your hand and let go, throttle out, and fly it. But
we got a B grade eclipse today, 88%.
Now the wind's not really blowing. The airplane will tell you everything. It's blowing slightly, but not as bad as it was just a second ago.
So pluses and minuses on this as you're flying. What is there anything you feel like more power, more?
So the power's good. The roll rate is excellent.
Okay, and this is not the factory prop on this. We'll have to check it when we land, but I believe this is a 947, but we will double check when we land. This is not the factory prop, guys. Just for
we have been, swapping props, but we've been sticking to 4.7 pitch props.
Yeah, the APC flow flyer props do very well on these kind of planes.
What I do like about it, it tracks very well, and it's very forgiving.
All right, so the only change we really did from factory on this was the change of the prop. This is a 9 by 4.7 flow flyer from APC. I'm going to go ahead and plug this now that you're down.
Yep.
Not that I don't trust your kill switch there, but I don't trust you at all. Safety, right? This is a China Hobby Line 1300 3-cell. You'll see the battery. We got pretty much to the back of it. Weight-wise, CG is about where the manual is in spar and all that. We're running just a 4-channel ELRS receiver with a Y harness on this one.
And one thing to also note about just about any kind of aerobatic airplane, the bigger the battery, the more weight is going to be shifted to the nose. So if you want to run a bigger battery, your airplane will track better and do straight line flights.
But you're hovering
really well. You're hovering. You're
fighting it.
It's really your Harriers when you have the airplane in a Harrier stall like that. It'll fight you a little bit. But if your intention is to go out there and kind of be more straight line aerobatic and this is your first time flying a 3D plane, you're going to want to use a heavier battery. If you're a pretty seasoned pilot like me, I prefer the lighter packs because it shifts. It takes a little bit more of that nose weight out.
But at the same time, this plane, I've flown it with turned down rates from what you fly, and it's pretty forgiving. So if you are looking to enter the aerobatic flying experience and all that, coming from a trainer or something like that, and you want to build one, this is a very affordable plane that you can build. You can turn down the rates. You don't need 5 inches of travel all around or whatever it is. You can cut down the rates and make it very forgiving flying and very easy to fly in that regard. So I wouldn't say you have to be a pro 3D pilot by any means to fly this, but it does give you progression to be able to do that. And that's the beauty with Radio Masters and all digital radios, that you have the ability to do expos and dual rates and all that. Because if you were just 100% throw, 100% linear rate, this thing would be a lot to handle for a first-time flyer.
Yeah. It's a great airplane. This is one of my favorites from the offerings, and I'll tell you why. If you can flip it over, it really allow you to see just how big the ailerons are on this thing. The roll rate is insane.
It's like half the wing.
Yeah. So for the seasoned guys like me, it's awesome.
And look at the elevator. It's
all massive.
Flying surface.
It's massive. So,
yeah, there's a lot of throw for its size of plane. There's a lot of throw capable on this thing. And again, it's just a really nice, quick build. Medium CA, thick CA, foam tack, hot glue, whatever you want to do. Definitely would CA the carbon spars in. But other than that, upgrade wise, if you're the one of the people like, I have to upgrade everything, maybe throw Metal Gear servos in so you can beat it around, hit the ground a lot more and all that. Because plastic gear servos with this kind of rudder, if you slam really hard, you may strip a gear kind of thing. But we haven't had any issues with that. I mean, we've had the tail rev a little bit here on the runway and all that.
And the black, just for record, the black mark is the runway. Yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite or best move with this airplane?
Oh, the knife edge. It's just a simple knife edge because it literally just does it by itself. It's so simple.
So simple. It does it by itself.
So simple Will can do?
It's close. It's close to doing it by itself.
I can knife edge. I'm holding a finger up behind this plane. Which one do you think it is?
It's supposed to be a serious video, but I end up messing it up.
Sorry. Okay. Anyway.
No, I end up messing it up.